Gids, good to see you after an uneventful Sunday. Not much happened on Sunday. Have you calmed down yet?
Kind of, not really. It's only Tuesday, isn't it? So it's still kind of wearing off. But it was good after the game to go out and celebrate with the boys, especially because I like the celebration afterwards, how they all just came up to me. So it was good to be able to stick together and go out for a few drinks. And a couple of the lads bought me a drink, so that's good.
Not a bad Sunday then. Listen, before we come on to the celebrations, talk me through those last 5 or 6 minutes or so, because 19-18 down, we looked like we chucked it away. Then we have the calmness to go for the drop. Talk me through that decision first before we get onto the magic.
I think Nick had done well there to execute. I'll be honest, I was panicking. When I saw them get their drop goal, I was like, nah. And then Nick had done well to execute the one pointer that he did. And then after that, we kind of just said, reset, calm down. And then, yeah.
So you get the ball back from the kickoff. I mean, I think a good 99% of the crowd had accepted it's going to be a bit of a draw, we'll walk away. What's going through your mind as a player?
So first thing first, I was like, oh, it's going to be a draw. But then I thought, nah, there was 2 minutes left. I remember the first thing I did, I prayed. I said, oh God, please, just please. And then I ended up getting the ball in the last second. But I feel like in training, we've been working hard. So we kind of knew that we should have never been in that position in the first place. But we will keep playing until the last whistle goes. That's what we always say, keep playing until the last whistle. So we just said compose ourselves and we planned off the kickoff to ship it a bit and get them moving. And then in the end, it was good skill from Connor Bailey to get the ball to Rob, and then from Rob to Marcus. And Marcus's flick pass was good as well to come back with a win.
But for a winger like yourself, I mean, you mentioned Marcus's flick pass. It was absolutely impudent. But for a winger like you, in the last few seconds to step your opposition number out of his boots, what's that feeling like at the finish in the bottom corner?
Do you know what, when you're playing, you kind of don't really think about what to do. So I remember when I first got the ball initially, I did kind of panic. I was like, oh God, what do I do? I saw a lot of grass. First I thought I should try and kick it, but then everyone tells me my kicking game is not the best. So I was like, all right, I'll just run in it. Then I ran, managed to get round him, and then I don't know if you saw, I put my hand up straight away. But while I put my hand up, I've looked to my right and I've seen Curtis just shouting at me to put it down, and everyone's telling me just put it down. And then that was the best feeling ever, when I actually just put the ball down and everyone just came piling in. But yeah, it was just kind of an in the moment thing, didn't really plan.
Good atmosphere in the sheds afterwards. You talk about a few drinks afterwards, but what was it like in the changing room when you come back like that?
Do you know what? All the boys were buzzing, but at the same time, it was Evan Simmons' 150th game, so we all kind of wanted to congratulate him. We managed to get him on the drums to sing the song, and it was just kind of good to know that. I think Craigie said it was his 100th appearance or something, so that was good as well. Evan's 150th, and then obviously winning last minute, all the boys were just buzzing, just happy. It was such a good place to be in at the end of the game.
Given the situation that we find ourselves in, obviously in the table, we're in this relegation scrap. What does a win in the manner that we did it on Sunday do for the team?
Oh, it was big. Obviously it's built a lot of confidence for us, but like I said before, we know we shouldn't even be putting ourselves in those positions. So we're kind of we've come in today with the mentality to work hard and improve and try and get the parts of the game where we didn't do so well and improve on that, so we don't have to actually end up waiting until the dying seconds to score a try when we know we can be putting loads of points on these teams. So we're just going to sit down and try and get better and improve.
We know what Chris thinks about it. What do you as players think about this relegation battle and how it's developing at the moment?
We think we fully back ourselves. We know that we have the talent in the squad now to do what a lot of people think we can't do. Really, we know that every game we play is going to be the biggest game of our lives, and we're treating every game like a grand final. In training, we're working our socks off, because really there's not really a team that we're looking at and thinking, we won't be able to beat them. So we're backing our ability, and games on the weekend where we're getting wins is building confidence, which is good. So.
And the next team here at Kingston Park is Widnes. It's an opportunity to go 4 straight wins at home, which in the Championship is no mean feat, certainly. What are Widnes bringing on Saturday, do you think?
We know Widnes are a good side, and they'll play as well to the final whistle. They won't go away. So we know when we're coming in every game, we have to be on our best game, and we're just kind of expecting Widnes to throw their best game at us as well. They're pushing for playoffs at the moment, so we know they're going to be putting their best performance on. So we'll just kind of make sure that on the day we're going to give our best performance.
And just finally, any last-second tries on the menu for Saturday or not?
Hopefully not. Hopefully we won't have to put ourselves in that spot again, but we never know. We'll see what happens.